Hi there, I'm Stefanie Mabadi, founder of Dig in UX, and I'm here to talk about how user experience research, or UX research, can benefit the museum, cultural, and urban design sectors. Firstly, what is UX and how can it be used? UX research is an approach for decision making that helps institutions turn outward and orient towards their visitors or users. It uncovers visitors' intentions and expectations by revealing holistic stories, not bits and pieces for you to fit together. And that visitor-centered, story-driven data offers clear design direction and guidance for strategic decision-making to move forward, meet the needs, and exceed the expectations of your visitors, users, or guests. UX research comes from digital product design. As you can guess, it's informed digital experiences everywhere in our daily lives, from multi-layered websites to mobile apps and complex games. The UX research driving those designs can also be applied to visitor experiences in museums, cultural institutions, and urban and civic spaces. So what are those spaces missing, and why do these sectors need UX research? Well, much of the data collected in these sectors is quantitative, right? Big data. And by that I mean, it gives us lots of information about what people are doing, habits, activities, visitation patterns. But it doesn't tell us why. It lacks the deep data. And the answer to the questions why pushes design decisions forward and informs strategic thinking in a way that helps institutions like yours confidently know what the next step is. Let's take a brief example that illustrates how this works using two big contributions UX research offers our sectors, which are revealing critical truths and uncovering underlying needs. So, a project for a museum, a science museum, involved focusing on their gallery staff, who are all educators. With UX research, we had an important insight in the first week. Many visitors could not recognize the gallery staff. Yikes, I know. Going into the project, we didn't know this. We didn't suspect it, and we wouldn't have included it in a survey or questionnaire. This is one of the most important things UX research can do: reveal critical truths. It shows us things that we didn't know, but need to know. UX research is flexible, so we redirected our scope to include learning more on this important insight. We wondered, was it because there wasn't enough gallery staff? Were their uniforms not branded well? Were they spending time in hard-to-view places? Here's what we heard from visitors telling us their stories. Number 1, gallery staff uniforms blended into the crowds, so people couldn't distinguish them from other visitors. Number 2, even if they were noticed as staff, they didn't stand out as educators with incredible science knowledge to share. There's a second big contribution. UX research uncovers underlying needs and motivators, including barriers, that guide us on what to do next. For visitors to be unaware that their curiosities and deep scientific questions could be answered, for the staff to go unnoticed and unused, is a huge opportunity loss for the visitors, the staff, and the museum. Knowing these deeper answers, the why, guided us to prioritize making sure the gallery staff was not only seen amidst the crowds, but also recognized as educators with deep science knowledge to share. This is a small sliver of what we learned on this project, but even these few insights illustrate how uncovering critical targeted stories can guide strategic decisions on investment, resources, and mission, as well as design decisions on uniforms, props, kiosks, or even potential spectacle. We all know telling stories is important for museums, culturals, and community spaces. We tell lots of stories. They are some of our best teaching tools. They communicate our differentiated identities and let our audiences know who we are. Learning about visitor stories helps institutions like yours turn outward and use your visitors as a reference point for decision making. We must challenge our sometimes monolithic perspectives on visitors. Hearing visitor stories helps us acknowledge the multifaceted, multidimensional nature of visitor experience and helps us create better experiences for them. Understanding visitor stories is just as important as visitors understanding our stories. Thanks for watching. And visit us at digin-ux.com to learn more.